which doesn't necessarily mean, by the way, that it's a super low poly thing. Uncharted 2 characters are up there. They're like, I don't know, 40,000 triangles, something like that. Maybe 20,000 for some other characters. I think Drake's around there, like 40 or 60. And that's a lot for games. It's probably not a lot for games today, which is really good because we're getting better and better. But as another example, the Gears of War characters are like 10,000 triangles, so it's like 4 times the quality. And Gears of War guys are wearing like boom boxes on their chest, you know. And Uncharted 2 characters are wearing clothes and stuff. So that's just that's just a brief window into how fast this detail is going. So that's, you're going to have to make that low poly cage. You're going to have to transfer stuff, either make a displacement map, normal map, do the textures, make sure the new low poly is good. You have to UV map it. So, you're really spending a long period of time with characters, and which is a great thing, obviously, but something that I don't get out of that is a practice, is a quantity. So this sketching, this little blog thing that's going on right now is very much about quantity over quality. I want to be able to make monsters, or I don't know, superheroes, or just things that I'm interested in, just practicing different, like an overweight character or a skinny character and a full body character and things like that. Yeah, so this is very much a practice for me. Yeah, much like sketching around and doing things like that, but in 3D. So it's very loose, and I try to keep it going, All right, so what else I wanted to talk about in this video is the upcoming, well, at least the hope for how I want to do this YouTube channel video blog thing. So I'm really getting into it now. I really have the time to commit, and also just doing a couple of these is really addicting. So hopefully there's some people that get some enjoyment out of this, and I can keep on doing what I'm doing because I'm having a good time. I have several of these time lapse recorded already, and so it's really just putting the audio and getting it on YouTube. So something I want to do pretty soon is start to have guest commentators, and I think that's gonna bring another really cool dynamic. Hopefully, and you guys will enjoy it too. I really think. I mean, when I was in school, it'd be really cool to see people doing time lapses and things of characters and everything, because that would be great. When I was in school, when I was in college, Zbrush came out, and just getting a copy was hard, let alone how does it work or how do you use this thing. And now it's really become just like, oh, it's a digital clay thing. It's pretty straightforward. So hopefully you guys can get some ideas and stuff. And if you do need to know something or you're lost on something, I would definitely suggest going to pixellogic.com, the creators of Zbrush, and they've got an extensive online documentation over there, and it's great. You can just type in a keyword like, oh, I can't get the rendering to work, just type in render, and you can read tons of documents on it. And or ask me for something specific, and I'll do that, like how do you do a hand or an eyeball or something like that. So on top of that, on top of watching time lapses and stuff, I think will be really fun for me and hopefully informative. We'll do one and see how it goes, is having guest commentators. So I've got one planned right now. We'll see how that goes, and then hopefully I can continue to do more. And that next one will be Red, who is my roommate and a coworker and a concept artist. So he did some doodles, and then I did a thing, and then we'll talk about it. So hopefully that'll be fun, and that way you don't have to be bored with me if I make like 50 of these videos. I mean, I'm already running out of things to say. How could I do 50 videos? So hopefully if I get other people on here, I can shove the pressure onto them, and I can just sculpt monsters and stuff, and they can talk, and it can be their problem. So, yeah, that's the upcoming plan. The next video will be with Red, or Daniel Stultz. We'll see how he introduces himself. And then, yeah, that'll be the next stuff. So we'll just do more. So, yeah, like I said, that last video was a human head sculpting. That's gonna be, my plan is right now I'm gonna call that series Z Lessons. And so when there's specific tutorials for you guys, I'll do that. And this series will be called Z sketching. So there you go. So we'll jump back into this alien thing. Right now I'm trying to figure out some war paint tattooy stuff. This is the inspiration that was direct Jordy Shell that I didn't know about. I saw a monster that he did, an alien even, and he had this kind of stuff on his head, so he must have made an impression on me, because I was like, this needs some red paint on top. Yeah, so what you saw me doing was laying out some stuff. I'm sure you saw tons of tweaks, because I'm a tweaker. And then I just laid on some skin texture, and that's about it. Like, pretty far, maybe halfway through this thing, I already knew that it was going to be black, glassy eyes and khaki skin with red paint on top. I don't know what gave me that impression, but that was what I was planning on doing. So that's what I ended up doing. And yeah. So you can see some skin texture-y stuff. That's, by the way, can be something for a Z lesson if you guys are into that. I don't know. I'm not really sure what people would be interested in seeing, or like, you know, that they don't know how it works, because this is very much, these sketches are very much BS. I definitely am not thinking how the anatomy works or why the skin looks the way it does. You can see the striations from the cheekbone to the mouth were like very fibrous originally, or like tendony, like there were tendons, and then I put wrinkles on it because I like wrinkles. Whatever. So another thing I did that I was planning, like when I was getting the impression that, oh, this guy's got to be khaki skin that's all like elephant-y with red on top. I knew that I was going to use the cavity mask feature in Zbrush, which is under the masking pane. I just masked the cavity. I just played with the value until I got the depth where I wanted it, and I was going to do a darker value in there, like a darker, warmer value. In this case, more browny, and I painted the wrinkles in a dark color. I don't know why. I just thought it'd be cool. So that was it for this guy. And then, yeah, here we go. There's me posing him in a little pose. An upcoming sketch that I haven't done yet, but I really want to focus on a sketch doing an expression and a pose, and really working on the rendering. And I think that would be cool, you know? Alright, so, yeah, so that's it for today's Z sketch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a comment and tell me what you like and didn't like. This format was a lot less me talking about the sculpt and more talking about other stuff. I don't know if that's an okay thing. I think it's going to be, depending on how I feel. I didn't think that this had a lot to talk about. It was pretty straightforward. I just made it up. I mean, it's really just a doodle. So hopefully that's okay with you guys. I have a feeling that a lot of other videos would be much more about the subject. This one was more, you know, just jamming and kind of vibing off what I was doing, you know. So I didn't feel like there was enough to talk about. So hopefully this format you guys like, and you like the upcoming guest commentators kind of idea. So yeah, here's the final render that I composited some layers in Photoshop and tweaked the lighting and the skin texture to make it look alien-y, and there you go. Alright guys, have a good one. See you later.